It is now time for Walser Wealth Wednesdays. Today, wealth strategist and tax attorney Rebecca Walser tackles the amount of people who are on Social Security and why you need to know about it. How are you, Rebecca?
Good morning, Natalie. Good. How are you?
We're diving in deep here.
Yes.
And very informative and things that people don't want to talk about. Rebecca's here to talk about it. Of course, Social Security and the numbers.
So we have had projections going back for decades. The government always is projecting how much it's going to cost, how many people are going to be on it. So there's been a sort of long-standing projection that we would not get down to 2 workers working for every 1 person receiving a benefit on Social Security and Medicare until 2030.
Okay.
Well, last year at the end of December, we hit for the first time a record number of Social Security recipients, 61,859,250 people. That is a record, never that many before. The problem is we have the lowest unemployment we've had since 2000, and when you take all of the full-time workers, we're at 126,827. So 126,827. So what's happening, Natalie, is what was supposed to happen 13 years from now in 2030 is actually happening now. We are now at a 2-to-1 full-time worker to Social Security recipient ratio.
And this is something I know you are diving headfirst into because you say people aren't talking about this.
No, this should be national news. Like, this should be major. You can see this came out 2 days after Christmas. We're just now talking about it in February. This should be like, everyone should have heard this, that wow, record-setting number, what we were supposed to happen in 13 years from now in 2030 is happening now. And the reason that it's important and how it affects our friends at home is, how is the government going to afford all of these benefits that they've promised? So if in my practice, if anybody is 50 and under, and they come in saying, okay, this is what I want in retirement and Social Security is this much, we completely say, look, we are not counting on Social Security. It's not a sustainable mathematical system, and we cannot plan for it to be there. If it's there, it's extra, it's gravy. But if you're 50 and under, you just cannot count on it. It's just that simple.
So instead of, I mean, people are kind of coming to you because you're shedding light on this in your book and in interviews like today.
Yeah.
You're shedding light on it, but you want people to know you're not coming up. There's no national solution. You just got to look at people on an individual basis, right?
That is really, that's in a nutshell, Natalie. That is the message. Look, listen. Uncle Sam is out of money. In fact, Uncle Sam is going to use your grandchildren's money to pay for your benefits. Therefore, if you're my generation, Gen X, 50 years and younger, please do not count on Social Security as part of your wealth building retirement strategy. It's just now, as you can see the numbers, we're just too far gone already. And
it's one of those things, like, I hope DC, I hope Washington's working on this and finding a way, but there's no guarantee.
You know, it gets to the point where people think that math can be fuzzy and gray forever, and math is black and white, and it's exact, and it's only so long that you can borrow against the future to pay for the present. And that's where we're at. We are just getting to this end of the road.
And why do you think people don't want to talk about this? Because again, I'm seeing the importance and kind of in panic mode a little bit. Why do you think people don't want to talk about it?
I think it's exactly because there's no solution, Natalie. What's the solution? There are 2 solutions. The CBO wrote a report in 2008 and said there are 2 solutions: cut benefits, raise taxes, or do both. And that is it. Benefits will be cut, taxes will be raised, and they will both happen. And nobody wants to be a unpopular politician and say that, so they don't want to talk about it. That's it.
So again, that's where you come in so that you can spread the message. And I know you want to help people on an individual basis. What's the best way for people to get in touch with you if you can possibly help them?
Absolutely. Go to our website, Walser Wealth, and call us locally. We're here, and we'd love to meet with them.
Okay, Rebecca, thank you again for shedding light on this. It does make you kind of question what you're doing for your future. So as always, we appreciate you coming in to share this message.